Good afternoon. Recently, there has been an issue that's been circulating around the internet doubled. Issues challenges faced by modern education. There are an abundance of current issues circulating around modern education, but we will be focusing on the four main pressing issues, which are information overload towards students. Students' mental health, skills mismatch, and accessibilities to higher education.
In this modern age of technology, where anyone can upload anything on the internet at given time, it goes without saying the overflowing of information that is up in the clouds. The term information overload refers to the struggle a student face in order to process and make sense of the overflow of information they are exposed to. Information overload is more prominent in online learning, where students are constantly bombarded with wide range of resources, many of which are of different quality. Furthermore, students who are exposed to information overload tend to have weaker decision-making ability due to the conflicting information of multiple resources.
Continuing on into the prevalence of students' mental health in recent years, couple of factors of why mental health is an issue in modern education are the stress students experience, those tough exams, excessive workloads, over focus on competitions and grades. As Chan mentioned earlier, information overload is also a cause of decline in a student's mental health. An overload of information will cause students to feel severely overwhelmed, hence leading to burnout or stress. These factors would ultimately lead to an increase in mental disorders such as anxiety and depression if not addressed and resolved properly.
Malaysia, skills mismatch is a pressing issue, especially when skills of fresh graduates don't meet industry requirements. This ultimately reflects on the quality of modern education that these fresh graduates are receiving. Are schools teaching students the necessary skills, or are schools loading students with the right quality of information? As Malaysia is currently experiencing in a rapid globalization and the fourth industrial revolution, digital jobs are being as mainstream as ever. Such advancements would require job seekers to possess higher level of skills and adaptability, especially now that AI is a prevalent figure in the world, and job seekers must be able to possess the skills that AI lacks in order to secure themselves an actual job. Such skills should be obtained from academic institutes while students are still studying.
A common issue of modern education is the accessibilities to higher educations. Due to the rising cost of higher education, a lot of students from lower income families would struggle to afford higher education, hence opting to start working immediately after high school. Some might argue that there are some attainable scholarships, at least in Malaysia. Such scholarship would normally require students to travel across states to obtain their higher education. Furthermore, scholarship only cover the expense of education and not the cost of living. Another issue about the accessibilities to higher education are the struggles students with disabilities face. A couple of reasons as to why students with disabilities either struggle or refuse to accept higher education are the inaccessible facilities in campus, discrimination, social alienation, the invisible roof they face during job hunting after graduation due to their disabilities, higher education should be accessible to everyone, regardless of financial background, race, gender, or disabilities. Moving on, Chanzhen, could you highlight some possible solutions that could tackle the issue of information overload?
Overall, information overload results in a decline in the student decision-making ability and as a whole decrease student learning efficiency. The vast information overload itself sheds light on the students' struggle to process and make sense of the information that they are exposed to. This issue tends to arise especially when learning takes place online as students are bombarded with a threat of resources and information. Hence, to prevent information overload from happening, teachers must collectively be mindful of possibility of information overload and be mindful of what kind of information they give to their students. Moreover, teachers bear the responsibility of teaching students how to properly analyze and utilize the data provided to them. Students should be encouraged to ask questions when in doubt.
Okay, what about the possible solutions that can reduce the negative impact of contemporary education of students' mental health?
Based on findings, students' mental health problems are mostly due to exam stress and excessive workload, which can pose a significant threat as it could result in psychological disorders such as depression. Steps that can be taken to prevent students from developing mental health problems include incorporating psychological health education into school curriculum so students are aware of the various symptoms of poor mental health and can learn to cope with their emotions better. Furthermore, schools and universities should strive to reduce aggregate pressure by reforming the exam systems and creating an inclusive and conducive learning environment where students are not afraid to make mistakes. It is important that schools and parents collectively play their parts in creating a welcoming and safe environment for students for study. Teachers especially should be equipped with the knowledge and training to be able to recognize when their students' mental health are declining so that they can provide guidance and counseling to their students.
Yes, mental health is very important. Students must place the same amounts of importance that they do on their physical well-being, on their mental well-being as well. On the other hand, are there any solutions to reduce the effect of the skill mismatching issue in Malaysia?
So, regarding the issue of skills mismatching in Malaysia, governmental bodies and organizations can carry out surveys and in-depth analysis so that they can actually come up with effective policy suggestions to improve the contemporary education environment and promote educational equity. So the governmental bodies should strive to create inclusive policies that promote educational equity among all students and policies that provide opportunities to students who hail from underprivileged backgrounds.
That was a good recommendations, Julia. Wow, everyone, it truly is encouraging to see that there are multiple solutions that can be implemented to overcome the various challenges faced by modern educations. Although it will take times and effort, with the wide resources and collective efforts, many of these obstacles can be overcome. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys, for the insight.